Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Art. I like this format. I like to visit with my friends and try to inform them with some of the things that are going on that I'm trying to do. And if you don't want to listen, nobody makes you. That's the nice part about this medium. The other part I discussed a little bit last time, and it was very disheartening for me working so many years on my book, Political Cocaine, how America got hooked on the two-party system and how to intervene. Because I've seen the gulf between the parties and its effect on people get worse for over 40 years. And I felt that it was going to come to bad things for the United States. And unfortunately, I think we're seeing some of that. I think that Mr. Putin looks to the United States and sees us as being weak because we're divided. And I wish that weren't true. And that's my concern, is the divide. It's difficult for me to understand how people who went to school together as kids, who played sports, made music, played in the alley, played, down the street, they now hate their brothers, their friends, because of a difference of a point of view. And it's gotten so bad that the people who are addicted to the political cocaine, and that's my honest belief, they're into it so much. It taps into the brain's natural defense mechanism that's meant to reward behavior that keeps us alive. And it rewards these people for when their side wins in politics, and it alters their thinking, just like other forms of addiction. And so let's have a discussion of how to end it. A good friend of mine responded last time that I really appreciate hearing from because he lives across the country now. But I had the privilege of knowing him as a student and later as a friend, Mitch Whalen. And Mitch said, power corrupts. And he's right. And we're seeing that with our political parties and the people who own them, which is not the people who are voting for them, unfortunately. They're tools of the ultra-rich. And they meant to keep us divided, and unfortunately they've been very successful with that. And I really believe that we need to turn the tables and divide them, because Mitch is right, power corrupts. And how does every other democracy that's still alive work? They all are multi-party systems. And what that does is, it's not perfect. I'm not saying multi-party systems are perfect either. But what it does is it allows, let me take that back. It doesn't allow, it forces the various parties to work together because it's difficult to achieve a majority. Now what we have in our country is all-out trench warfare for one side or the other to gain that majority. And it's divided families. It's come between people, and that's the part that I just can't stand. We are Americans. We need to have a system where we can learn to work together. And I don't see any way that can happen with the current two-party system. Look at the hatred. And now the hardcore political addicts literally think of the opposing party as evil itself. Just think about that. Just having an opinion in America that's supposed to be the land of the free. How free are we if you have an opinion and all of a sudden you are hated for that opinion by your fellow Americans? I just don't see where this does our country any good. And I'm not trying to choose one side over the other. I'm trying to say we've got a problem, let's have a discussion, and let's figure out how we can change the system to work better for American citizens. Pretty simple. I'm not on your side or the other side. I'd like to eliminate the sides. Let's figure out how to work together. So the other thing that I always need to remind people of, and by the way, I forget to do the pitch, man, but that's, last time I said it was very disheartening for me that the book didn't sell and I used up my promotional budget. And then the same week I came out with a single release of 40 Below Keeps the Riffraff Out. Well, see, there's a big difference. The promotional budget I had, I'd set aside some money and I had hoped that it would generate enough book sales and we could have this discussion and I could be a part of helping this discussion. So when that wasn't happening, I became very depressed. But now after some time, and a little coffee, I now can get back in the battle, but I don't have much resources. And see, releasing that single, because I'd already done all the track work, everything was recorded, everything was digitized, everything's ready to go. And I already had a contract with that company. It cost me less than $50 to do that website promotion and release a single. Now, see, that's something that I can't afford from time to time. But this medium, I get to come and talk to you for free, and that is so amazing. So for those of you who bother to listen, thank you so much, because I don't have the promotion budget. But you can listen to my music for free. That's the part that's new. I guess I should have taken that plastic off of that. That really shines, doesn't it? The cover of the book tends to do that too. But the point is, you don't have to have this anymore. We don't, you know, some people like CDs, yeah, that's fine. But you don't need to have that to listen, because just go to the internet and Google or whatever you want to and type in Art Rude. And then if you type in Art Rude, Rude Beginnings, I don't know if you can see that very well. And oh, look at that. Nude photo cover. Yeah. Nude cover photo. Oh well. But you don't have to have this. You can listen for free. Just go on the internet and choose a search engine. If you have a music service, I'm probably already there with that material. But that's the point, is I got new material and I'll be working on that. So I hope you come back. And I hope you'll listen. And yeah, I had a friend ask, is it okay to call the radio station and request 40 Below? I said, absolutely. You know, back when KFOR was playing 40 Below Keeps the Riffraff Out, and I'd run into people, it was really kind of neat, and they'd say, yeah, I heard your song, it was great, I really enjoyed it. Oh, thank you. Now, don't get me wrong, I love that feedback. But I also have to think, what would have happened if they would have called the radio station and said that? And said, thank you for playing it. But for some reason, most people don't think like that. And I know most organizations, they pay people to go out and request things and stuff, you know. And I'm just not that way. But yeah, they can play it, and anybody can get it off the internet. It's just Google Art Rude and 40 Below. It should come right up. And if you have a music service, it's there. And I hope you enjoy it. A lot of people tell me they get a kick out of it. So I hope you're one of those people. And I hope you have a great day today. And I hope you can ignore my cat playing in the background here. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful day today. Remember that every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Have a wonderful day.